The kickflip. The kickflip is one of skateboarding's most elusive tricks, but once you get it down, it's the gateway to almost all other flip tricks. The only requisite for this trick is a nice, well-balanced ollie, mainly because if you can ollie well, you should have your pop and weight distribution at a suitable level. The kickflip consists of three main parts: the pop, the flick, and the catch. Like an ollie, foot placement for a kickflip can vary, but generally your back foot will be in the regular ollie position on the tail, and your front foot will be around 3 to 4 inches below the bolts. But your heel will be hanging off the board about halfway, and your foot will be turned a little less than 45 degrees. With a kickflip, the further down the board you put your front foot, the faster the board will spin, and vice versa. You may want to start off by utilizing this information and getting a faster flip, but in the end, it will be most beneficial to have your foot closer to the bolts. To start practicing a kickflip, you need to get comfortable with the kick and flick of your front foot. To do this, I'd suggest popping the board and stepping off straight to your back foot, and at the same time, kick your front foot up and off the side of the board. This flick motion is the key aspect of a kickflip, and will be the first of two main hard parts of learning the trick. Just try to imagine doing an ollie where your front foot kicks off the front pocket of the deck. If your foot is too far on the board, you will generally kick the board too far out in front of you, and if your front foot is too far off the board, you may not even connect with the flick and your board won't do anything. Practice this motion a few times to try and find the sweet spot of where you should be sliding your foot up and off the board. The second hard part is actually jumping high enough to keep the board underneath you while it rotates, and then getting both feet back on. What tends to happen while learning a kickflip is you will kick your foot out, the board will flip, and you'll only be able to land with one foot or the other on the board. I think this is mainly a confidence issue. Whether you're consciously aware of it or not, you're probably going to be at least a little scared having both feet completely off the board and then having to land without knowing if you'll slip out or land primo. The best way to get over this mental hurdle is to practice your kickflip while holding onto a rail or banister. This way you can hold your weight up just in case something does happen. So, you pop the tail and jump upwards off your back foot, just like an ollie. You slide your front foot upwards towards the corner of the nose and kick outwards. And finally, if you've successfully gotten the board to flip and stay underneath you, you simply put your feet down. Also, make sure that just like an ollie, when you jump to do your kickflip, you stay centered over the board. Try not to turn your shoulders sideways. You've probably seen or heard that you should catch your kickflips with your back foot, but this really isn't an issue until later on once you've gotten them down real well. An ugly rocket kickflip is still a kickflip. So here are a few kickflips. Watch them a few times and try to really see what's going on, especially with my front foot and the flick. Hopefully this helped you at least understand the mechanics of a kickflip a little better. Just like with anything else new, the main thing you can do is practice. This trick will take a lot of trial and error, but if you're successful, it definitely pays off in the end. If you need more help on this trick or any others, I do personalized skate help videos. Just comment on this video and we can set something up. Thank you, and you can like and subscribe if you want.